The Birth of a Hero, the story of Wayne Rooney. Wayne Mark Rooney was born on October 1985 in Croxteth, Liverpool, an area defined by working-class pride and grit. His early life revolved around two things: family, his parents Jeanette and Wayne, and his younger brothers Graham and John, and football. They lived in a small terraced house, and his first football pitch was their tiny concrete yard where he honed his skills for hours, often using his father's old shoes to kick the ball around. Wayne never needed fancy toys. He just needed a ball and boundless energy. His passion for Everton ran deep. The whole family was rooted in the blue side of the city. Young Wayne adored Duncan Ferguson, the aggressive Scottish striker, and wore a jersey with his hero's name on the back. A small, stocky boy nicknamed Wazza, his style was atypical for his age. He was not just fast. He possessed an early and rare game intelligence, the ability to see the whole pitch, and a raw, explosive power behind his shots. Everton scouts spotted him at just 9 years old, and he joined his beloved club's academy. Legend has it that in one local junior game, he scored an astonishing 15 goals, forcing the coaches to ask him to calm down and even play in defense just to keep the game balanced. His teenage years were short-lived. He made his senior debut for Everton at 16. Then in October 2002, just days before his 17th birthday, he shattered headlines, facing Arsenal, a team on a 30-match unbeaten streak. The score was tied in the final moments of stoppage time. The ball floated toward Wayne. He controlled it with his chest, took one touch, and unleashed a thunderous 25-yard strike that soared over the fingers of the legendary David Seaman, crashing off the crossbar and into the net. Commentator Clive Tilsley famously declared, "Remember the name, Wayne Rooney." The stylish Seaman later conceded, "It was a perfect shot. What else could you do?" Rooney's rise was meteoric, and Everton soon became too small for his talent. In the summer of 2004, following a spectacular performance at the Euros where he emerged as a global star, he made the controversial move to Manchester United for a then massive fee of £25.6 million. Joining Sir Alex Ferguson's command and facing the pressures of Old Trafford would have crushed most teenagers, but Rooney was built to withstand pressure. His Champions League debut against Fenerbahce was a dazzling statement of intent, a hat-trick and an assist. The world watched as Ferguson made one of history's best investments. In his first training sessions, Rooney was so aggressive and energetic that veteran players were reportedly taken aback by his raw intensity. His years at Manchester United were the golden era of his career. He was more than a scorer. He was the soul of the attack. He needed to feel like he was working, playing anywhere Ferguson needed him. As a false nine, on the wing, or even in deep midfield, always giving 100%. Ferguson once said Rooney had the street fighter's soul and the academic's brain. He wasn't just shooting, he was thinking the game. His goals for United are legendary. The bicycle kick versus Manchester City 2011 often hailed as the greatest goal in Premier League history. In a tense derby, with the score tied late on, Nani's cross deflected slightly behind him. Rooney reacted in a flash, swiveling his body in the air to execute an acrobatic, perfectly struck bicycle kick straight into the top corner. It was a moment where his technical genius and Croxteth fighting spirit achieved perfect fusion. Even Sir Alex Ferguson admitted, "I've never seen anything like it at Old Trafford. It was the best goal I've ever seen." Another famous goal was the volley versus Newcastle 2005. After the referee denied him a free kick, Rooney erupted in anger. With fury in his eyes, he chased the ball down and hit a full-power volley straight from the air. It was a pure, unadulterated explosion of aggressive intent and technical skill, a true working-class bomb. Rooney won everything with United, including 5 Premier League titles and the Champions League in 2008. His longevity culminated in 2017 when he surpassed Sir Bobby Charlton to become Manchester United's all-time top scorer with 253 goals. Rooney's national team career was a saga of immense love and overwhelming expectation. Debuting at 17, he quickly inherited the burden of hope for the Three Lions. His major international breakthrough came at Euro 2004, where he shone as a fearless, energetic striker, netting 4 goals. He became the most talked-about player in Europe, and the nation genuinely believed that football was finally coming home. Sadly, an injury in the quarterfinal against Portugal cruelly shattered that dream. In the national team, he displayed the same passion and volatility as he did for his clubs. His relationship with referees was often turbulent, and moments of frustration could lead to red cards like in the 2006 World Cup. Though major titles eluded the team, Rooney was an emotional core, always fighting until the final whistle. He secured his permanent legacy in 2015 when he became England's all-time leading goal scorer, surpassing Sir Bobby Charlton with 53 goals, a record that testified to his enduring commitment over 15 years. Despite his glittering career, Rooney always remained a family man. His wife, Colleen Rooney, was his childhood sweetheart. They met at age 12 and married in 2008. Their relationship and the birth of their 4 sons kept Rooney grounded, away from the intense spotlight. While Rooney was known for his explosive temper and occasional off-field headlines, he maintained a straightforward, honest persona, devoid of the typical football PR talk. He said what he thought, and that honesty permeated his game. He was the boy from Croxteth who never forgot his roots. His playing style was that of a brawler. Every ball had to be won, every tackle made with full commitment. This soulful, hard-running style was his trademark, and why fans adored him. He was a rare fusion of battle and brilliance. Wayne Rooney eventually wrapped up his playing career with a return to his beloved Everton and spells in the U.S. and the lower English leagues as a player-coach. He was a man who achieved everything at club level but left behind the elusive golden dream of the national team. He was, and always will be, a Manchester United legend and an English football icon who rose from the shadows to shine brighter than almost anyone else, scoring goals no one will forget. He was the soulful striker whose story is indelibly etched in the history of the Premier League and Old Trafford